All right, when Democrats aren't blaming President Trump for the anti-ICE chaos in America's cities, party leaders are trying to deny anything bad is even happening. Take a listen to Maxine Waters here.
Nobody was shot. Nobody was killed. Get it in your head. Don't think that somehow, because they called out the National Guard, there was violence. There was no violence.
And Hillary Clinton decided to add her 2 cents, writing, California Governor Newsom didn't request the National Guard be deployed to his state following peaceful demonstrations. Trump sent them anyway. It's the first time in 60 years a president has made that choice. Trump's goal isn't to keep Californians safe. His goal is to cause chaos because chaos is good for Trump. Hillary has since turned off the comments on that post, if that's an indication of how it was received.
Yeah, they weren't very receptive to that point, the people on the Twitters. Fox News contributor and senior writer for the Washington Examiner, Joe Concha, joins us now. Joe, are they out and out lying or something else at play? Is there a certain amount of violence, a certain level of violence that is acceptable, sort of like you're grading on the curve when it comes to their word, peaceful?
The answer is both, Todd. Carly, thanks for having me. Yeah, it's yes, lying. It's the cheap fake videos of Joe Biden in 2024 that weren't cheap fakes at all over again, as we later found out after that debate and so on. So Democrats want us to believe that watching law enforcement being pelted by concrete, rocks, projectiles, fireworks, they want to say, all right, that's an acceptable level of violence, to your point, Todd. All of those businesses being ransacked and looted, ICE officers and their families being doxxed, that's apparently okay. That's the new normal. So it appears that everybody from Maxine Waters to Kamala Harris, Gavin Newsom, Karen Bass, Hillary Clinton, almost every Democrat not named John Fetterman, they want looting and rioting and lighting scores of cars on fire to be that acceptable new normal. And we're even hearing this analogy, you'll love this, Todd, particularly, from Democratic lawmakers on CNN and MSNBC, that this really is no different than a team winning a championship and celebrating in the streets. I mean, one ABC reporter said, quote, it's just a bunch of people having fun watching cars burn. So the media obviously is enabling this here. The difference here, and I'll leave this here, is that social media under Elon Musk, X particularly, is the great equalizer. Corporate media, legacy media can claim one thing and say, this really isn't bad, it's peaceful, don't believe your lying eyes. But then X, which infinitely more people go to for their news now, they have the videos, they have the proof, they have the mockery of these media people, of these Democrats. And that's why this isn't going to work the way it did in 2020, because X particularly is the great equalizer.
Yeah, I don't think that football fans are breaking up cinder blocks and throwing them at federal agents and spray painting bleep ICE on the side of buildings. So we heard from Maxine Waters, we heard from Hillary Clinton. Here are other Democrats and media pundits reacting to this as well. Watch.
All right.
Things are peaceful here in Los Angeles. I hope and pray that they stay that way.
Saturday night in Paramount, they had this situation under control. Overnight, LAPD got that under control.
He has no idea what to do with the sustained and growing and intractable and indomitable protest and opposition of the American people against him. Game over, big guy, you lose.
And to add to that, Joe, here's a Washington Post headline quoting someone. He's waging a war on us. The headline continues to read, as Trump escalates, Angelenos defend their city. So do you think, Joe, this would have an impact? This moment right now will have an impact in the midterm elections? I mean, maybe the only thing helping Democrats right now is that there was a lot of time between then and now.
Yeah, I think the only party it helps and president it helps is President Trump, because all I've seen is his poll numbers continue to steadily climb up, where you have many polls showing him above 50% in approval right now. It's not going in the opposite direction. But I'll share with you one very telling poll here. It comes from Insider Advantage. They were the most accurate poll of the 2024 election, or at least in the top 3. They're ranked A by 538. And it says, do you approve Trump's National Guard deployment? There's a poll that just was out late yesterday. 60% approve, 40% disapprove. That's a 20-point difference. So, yeah, people support this because, again, what is the underlining theme here? ICE is trying to arrest murderers rapists and child molesters. And if you're against that as a party and as a media, you're definitely on the wrong side of an issue. And this will be a campaign ad, to your point, Carly, in 2026.
Before we let you go, I need a quick answer on this. Breaking news this morning, Elon Musk's apology. The founder of Doge sent out this early morning post saying, quote, "I regret some of my posts about President Donald Trump last week. They went too far." Where does this all lead, Joe? And specifically, does it lead to Elon Musk at the big, beautiful bill signing ceremony in the Oval?
Can you imagine?
Let's see how President Trump responds, right? Because Elon Musk has been sort of kind of apologizing for days. This obviously is more full-throated. The bottom line is Elon Musk started that war 2 weeks ago like a petulant teenager, at a very bad time of night, basically going after the sitting president of the United States, and did it repeatedly until Trump days later finally responded. So I think Elon Musk has learned his lesson. I think he understands that if he's going to have a problem with President Trump, I am certain he has a direct line to him. Don't do it publicly. Speak to him. Voice your concerns over spending, but to do it the way he did was a whole bowl of wrong. He knows it, and this tweet now proves it. So I think they move on, but I don't think they're going to be back to the level of friendship that they were perhaps before that, because it's kind of hard to go back from you were in the Epstein files. Oh, by the way, maybe a word.
Yeah,
Right.
some
Sorry,
of his
that's
posts
something
went
you
too
can take a little
far.
personally.
Yeah, understatement of the century.
Yeah.
I mean, this apology certainly doesn't hurt their relationship. I think President Trump has taken the high road on this one so far, and I'm sure he will continue to. Joe, thank you for joining us.
Thanks, Joe.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.